let's start out with some stonker, absolutely massive, gorgeous electric blue rams. I think you can probably see, compared to the size of my head, these are massive. Some of the largest that we've had in a very, very long time. Really happy with the quality of these. And there is actually quite a few. It even looks like a few males and females this time, which we don't always see in this size. So really excited to have those back in. Next up for today, another lovely American. One of the gorgeous Geophagus or earth eater. And these are your redheads or your redhead tapeos. Really, really lovely geo. They don't show too much color as juveniles, but of course, as they get larger, beautiful, beautiful red stripe down the noggin there. And sort of almost iridescent little spots down the side. Classic geo behavior. They'll do want to keep those on sand, so you can see them sift that awesome sand. It is really, really cool to see. If you've never seen an earth eater, really, really cool. All right. What else have we got? Okay, we're moving continent. We're on to some lovely Africans. Gorgeous blue dolphins. Not the largest we've ever seen, but you can see that they're showing great color already, which we love to see, of course. So awesome blue dolphins back in stock. Oh, okay, this is a very, very exciting one for us. So in this little bag, not sure if anyone would be able to guess what these are. These are actually an African, but they're a dwarf African species. And what makes these even better, they can actually work in community tanks, even to the point they can actually breed in community settings, which is really, really cool. So these little cuties, these are actually what they call an African butterfly cichlid. So I think they max out at around 8 centimeters. So compared to a lot of Africans, you know, rather small. I think they actually look more sort of similar to an American, almost in the body shape. Not the most colorful, but great personalities. And like I said, can actually work in community settings. So these ones, African butterfly cichlids. Really excited to have those. Bit of a rarer one. I don't think I've ever seen them in person before, actually, which is quite cool. All right. Oh. Sorry, guys, I'll try and stick to some sort of categories. Bring that one up later. Oh, check out these stunning ACIs. Check out the awesome yellow coming through the tails on these already. So these got that beautiful sort of purpley blue to the body, amazing bright, bright yellow tail. And these are your Masuli point. Masuli? I'm not sure how they pronounce that one exactly, but the beautiful, beautiful, rich, bluey purple color, stunning, bright, bright yellow fins and tail. So really, really pretty African. Right, now let's have a look at some Livebearers. Got some of these last week or the week before, I think it was, but we did get some more. Because they sell really quickly. They're quite an interesting guppy. These are your black flame lyre tails. So pretty easy to see why they're called that. Gorgeous, gorgeous lyre tail. Little flashes of red through there. Nice high fins. Really cool. Speaking of awesomely coloured, beautiful Livebearers, sunset platies back in stock. This seems very fitting for today, actually. It is so hot here today. I'm not sure where you guys are watching from, but out here in the sunny coast, it is sunny, hot. Don't know what happened to spring. It feels like we're in summer, but sunset platies back and looking amazing. Just going to tuck them in here, guys. Start acclimating. All right. Oh, and another incredible type of platy that we can't get all the time and is actually looking really good at the moment. High fin platies. So these come in an assortment, and what a fun assortment these came in actually today. We've got some Mickey Mouse, some sort of almost sunset, some calico-y vibes, but true high fins. So really, really happy to have those. Oh, okay, and this one might be one of my favorite platies. These are your tiger platies, or some places do call them the bleeding heart platy, which look, I honestly think might be a cooler name for them. Look like they've been involved in a little bit of a murder scene, but really, really cool platy. Of course, like any of your other Livebearers, super easy to breed, super easy to keep. Just have some males and females together and that's about it. So those guys, your bleeding heart or your tiger platies, back in stock. An amazing color this week. But next up, we have some amazing, beautiful Bettas. Check out this insane, it's another one of those sort of almost a marble mustard gas. Really, really beautiful, sort of flashy white and blue on the body, and sort of really quite extensive fins there too. Lovely half moon. What else have we got in the half moon gang? We've got some more of my favourite, the sort of iridescent rainbow fish vibes. So really lovely half moon tails, and of course when they fan those out, absolutely incredible, incredible shape. Another one that does sort of have a little bit of that marbling through the body again. Really pretty sort of teal colour. The shine is insane. Check out that beautiful dorsal. So some lovely, lovely half moons. What else? Or if maybe you're looking for a bit more of sort of a blue colour, really, really interesting little baby. That's almost like a Captain America, this one. We've got some blue, red and white. Stunning, stunning fins. And another little chunky sort of teal and red. So heaps and heaps of gorgeous male half moons. They do come in assorted, but look, if you do want to buy one online, let us know if you do have a colour preference. We can't always do it, you know, but we'll try our absolute best for you. So, look, you're guaranteed to get a really stunning fish at the moment. What else do we have going on here? So now we're going to a few of the shorter bin varieties, your placats. Really, really nice sort of teal coming through this little baby. Classic red and white. Lovely. What else do we have? Oh, and we haven't had these for a while. So we're speaking about the half moons earlier, that when they fan out that gorgeous big tail, it of course looks sort of like a half, you know, crescent moon shape. But these are what they call the full moon. So it is hard to tell when they ship them in these little bags, but these ones will actually have even more extensive fins on them. So when these fan out those beautiful tails, it will extend even further. And then that's the difference between obviously a full moon and a half moon. Really cute. That's a very interesting sort of white, sort of speckly grey character there. Or a bit more of your classic sort of colours. Oh, actually this one's a double. They've lied to us on one of those bags there, but still a really cute fish. Oh, and some more half moon, but these are what they call a half moon butterfly. So really, really beautiful fins, but the fins almost sort of curl over and have that really beautiful, of course they won't want to show for me on camera. Look at that. Just extensive, extensive, beautiful, beautiful fins. Another really cute sort of marbly moment there. Oh, you can see the gorgeous tail on that little character. Stunning. All right, so some really cool fighters this week. If you're looking for half moons, full moons, half moon butterflies, and some more classic placats back in stock too. So beautiful Bettas back available. What else have we got today? Oh, one of my favorite little sort of oddball schooling species. These are, you know, phantom glass or glass ghost catfish. Very, very interesting fish. Obviously completely transparent through the body, but when you do catch them in the light, they actually get this gorgeous rainbow iridescence to the body. I did actually see a very interesting, scientists are actually starting to do research on what creates that iridescent property and the transparency in fish. So interestingly enough, will we see that in, you know, 10, 15 years time in other species of fish? Who knows, but very exciting to see research on really cool fish that you can actually buy in store. Might have to share that article onto our page because I thought it was fascinating, but something different anyway, and they're really, really cool fish. They form a really tight school as well, so if you do have a good number of those in your aquarium, you'll find them all just hanging out together, and it just looks absolutely incredible. All right. Lovely barb species. These are your jade tiger barbs. So a lighter colour than your standard moss green, sort of between, you know, a platinum and a moss. Really pretty sort of tealy jade colour. like other barbs, can be nippy, can be a little bit of a pest, but amazing in species only, or, you know, more sort of armored or hardier fish. Do want to have a good number in your school of those two, so that way any aggression is sort of within themselves and they're not looking for other things to pick on. But barbs can still be really rewarding. Ooh, now we're on to a lovely native species. These are your Pacific blue eyes, and it looks like mainly males. But look, your males are the prettier ones of this variety. Of course, they all get that gorgeous blue eye, but your males get these gorgeous sort of extended fins on them with little pops of yellow color and sort of black edging. Amazing native species that will actually eat mosquito larvae, so fabulous for ponds, especially coming into this ridiculously hot weather. Really cool fish. Actually, they live just behind me too. Let's put these just in here, get them acclimating. All right. Now, this next box, trust me, there is some exciting things. So stay tuned. You will not want to miss some of these. Ooh, big coddly. What do we got? The sleepy? Murray. What else have we got? We've actually been getting mainly sleepy cods recently, but we've switched it up and we've got a Murray back in stock. Look at that little, well, it's not very little really, is he? But little in comparison to what these ones grow into. I'm sure we've all heard of Murray cod, might have fished one before, who knows, but very interesting native fish. They do spend a lot of the time on sort of the lower part of your tank, just chilling out with that sort of grumpy classic mouth. Won't want to have anything too small, it might become a quick snack, but really cool fish to have. Of course, you'll want a rather large tank, however. And another sort of interesting native is your tandanus or your eel tail catfish. And I'm sure we can see where that name comes from. Classic eely sort of shape. Really interesting. I love the little faces on these. I think they look quite silly. And they're quite active. These are really interesting to watch sort of cruising around your tank. They can be quite fast, but really interesting sort of catfish and great for your native setups. Oh, and Mr. Murray's got a friend. That's a rather angry one, that one. We'll keep him, we'll put him over there. All right. Now let's have a look at a gorgeous rainbow fish. Doesn't really look too amazing right now, I apologize, but these are your red rainbows or your salmon red rainbows. And the males of these will go ridiculously bright, vibrant, almost fire truck red with sort of shimmery little sparkly scales in there as well. The females are more of a sort of copper color, still with a few little sort of sparkly specks too, which is very pretty. But with these, we did actually get earlier in the week, not for everyone, but the color, I'll have to do a video so you can see, balloon red rainbows. And honestly, they have some of the best color I've ever seen. Hilarious little chunky nuggets. Once again, not for everyone, but we do have balloon red rainbows, which are quite rare, available again as well. Or the standards are looking pretty good. All right, so earlier we had the African butterfly cichlids. How about just the butterfly fish? So amazing fish. I'm sure you can figure out why these guys are called that. Really cool fins on them. Beautiful big extended rays on those fins. They really do look like they're flying in your tank. And these spend a lot of time right at the surface of the water. And if you look down from above, they literally do just look like beautiful butterfly-like little alien beings. Really cool. And these guys will even sort of smack insects off the surface of the water too, which can be really interesting to see, but fantastic size they came in. So awesome butterfly fish back in stock. The only thing, if you are going to keep your butterfly fish, you need lids, 100 million trillion%, but so worth it. Crazy cool fish. All right. Whoa. Some of the color of these specimens that are coming in this week, incredible. Now, these are a little bit smaller than we sometimes get them, but the color for these juveniles is insane. These are your gold honey gouramis. So these are one of your lovely dwarf gouramis, and one of the more peaceful of the dwarf gouramis. way better in terms of personality. They're much less of a pest than your standard dwarves. Amazing, amazing color. And like, these are small, but to think that they're looking this good at this size, they're going to be incredible fish. So really good time for your gold honeys. All right. Oh, I've got some really exciting ones here, guys, but they can wait. They can wait. We'll get through the rest first. A bit more of a standard one, but beautiful size. Your classic rummy nose. They've lost a little bit of their colour in the bag, but of course these get that beautiful bright red nose, little sort of stripy black and white tail. So a big school of these looks incredible in your tank, and we've got heaps of them this week. So if you've been waiting for a good school of rummies, these look pretty fantastic. All right, and speaking of the weird and wonderful, upside down catfish. Now, no points to anyone who guesses where that name comes from, but it really is just so unusual, isn't it? Seeing these guys crank around, swimming upside down is really a sight to see. And they will actually get a bit larger than that, and they will sort of get quite chunky. We've got one big dude in the store at the moment, and he makes me crack up every time I look at him. We sometimes do have customers say, oh, I think there's something wrong with that fish. I'm like, no, that's just an upside down catfish. They really are very interesting, very cool. Gorgeous little whiskers and sort of stripy spotted patterns. So upside down catfish back in stock. All right, but now is the really, really exciting ones. Starting with number one, the incredible elephant nose. Once again, a fish with a very appropriate name. And I believe this is your Bettas elephant nose. And these are really, really interesting fish. These guys actually produce a weak little electric pulse, similar to, I suppose, to your ghost knives. And that's actually how they navigate, they find food, communicate with one another. I actually was lucky enough to do studies on these at university where we actually measured those little pulses, and it was fantastic. Really interesting to see. They do have quite poor eyesight also, which is quite common in species that you will find in, slightly murkier waters. But lucky they've got that beautiful, beautiful adaptation. And check out the size of him. We did get a few, I think, of these in today, but they're a fantastic, fantastic little fish. And you can see that hilarious little organ that looks just like a little elephant trunk sensing around there. But absolutely incredible fish is your elephant nose. There is even a few different varieties within that. We've even had your dwarf elephant nose before, your Angolian, I think it is, but these ones are classic, obviously decent size, and just an absolute joy to keep. They're fascinating, fascinating little creatures. But speaking of super unusual, super different species, oh, lucky I've got my muscles on for these. We have had these before, but they certainly are not common. Does anyone know what these ones are? Sort of similar in, that same body shape, not the best eyesight. These are your freshwater dolphin fish. So incredible, incredible species, super active. These ones you can actually keep in groups also. And like, imagine a tank of these little weirdos. You can see that gorgeous sort of shiny body. And they do almost look just like little baby dolphins. Really, really fantastic fish. That's incredible. And these came in a really, really good size. So I think these come from places like Nigeria, that sort of part of Africa. Fantastic. I could stare at these all day. Honestly, even if you just want to come in and have a look at these, they are a sight to see, something you really won't see every day. Or if you want that incredible statement fish tank with a really interesting species, you can only say good things about your freshwater dolphin. All right, so happy to have those back in stock. But that is about all for today, guys. I just wanted to say thank you for bearing with us once again. Hope you and your fish have a fantastic week. Enjoy the hot weather and sunshine if it's like that where you are. And that's about it. Have a great one, guys.